There is an overabundance of adventure van mods out on the market. And of course, we have added quite a few popular ones to our van. Now, most of these have held up really well. Some of them were much more important than we expected. And a few of them really depends on how you travel. After living with these mods, it became very clear very quickly which ones made van life so much easier and which mods just sound good in theory.
Let's start with the no-brainers. These are the things that just actually worked. It doesn't matter how or where we traveled. This section of things really made the biggest difference just in your normal daily life, and this was stuff that we would absolutely buy immediately. And the first is the Monster Box. These boxes come in all different sizes, but this is the big XL Monster Box, and it really is super big. And it solves that huge problem of being able to store the dirty, gross stuff and not having to keep it inside the van. We keep our chainsaw back here, the chainsaw oil for the van itself. We got briquettes, we got all sorts of stuff in here. Another huge bonus that we actually heard about, but didn't realize how good it was gonna be, is really having this extra workspace that this flap gives you. I can roll out my tools up here and figure out what I need to use without having to get everything all nasty and gross on the ground. These boxes are made with super thick material, and it really does give us that extra peace of mind because they also have multiple locks on them. And so when we close this up and head into the city, we have a pretty good idea that the stuff in here is going to stay safe in here.
And the smaller Sprinter vans, this front area up here seems like the only space that you can actually live in because the bed's in the back. In the Revel, the bed goes all the way up to the ceiling, so you're left with this big open space. And we filled that space with 2 benches. These benches have truly turned this space into a living space that we actually use. Now, this bench we've had for a long time, I think since we've had the van. This bench we just recently added, but it's going to give us more potential storage solutions. Having those 2 different spaces in the front and the back separated gives you that space you might just need to spread out a little bit when there's 2 people in a van. It really gives us massive storage back here.
Adventure vans are cool and all, but when you add bigger suspension, bigger tires, all that stuff, your hood ends up being near chest level. These hoods on these vans are super heavy, and when I push it up, I'm 6 foot, I can just barely reach the top. We added these struts that hold up this giant roof. Not only is it turned it into a safe place to work under here because it holds it up nice, but it's super convenient to use. These were super cheap. We got them on Amazon and they have held up perfectly.
Revels are pretty cool. They come fully equipped, but for some weird reason, they came with an induction stove that ended up being this whole entire space. And this is prime real estate. This seems like the easiest mod change that they should have done in the factory. We still cook on induction, it's just a smaller cooktop, but we've gained all this extra storage space. We keep it down here in the bottom drawer with our kettle and our tiny blender, easy to access.
It's pretty exciting to get a new van, but you will quickly realize that these things come pretty empty and there's no dresser drawers to put your clothes in, and you need to come up with a solution for all that stuff before your first trip. We've found these REI totes, I believe these are the 25 liters, have been perfect for storing clothes because if you can see here, they actually hold their shape a little bit. They have a mesh top so you can actually see what's in here, and they store a ton of clothes. And Kelly and I both have 1 apiece. Actually, that's not true. Kelly has 1.5. She has multiple. These work great for clothing, but we think everything, honestly, should have a home inside the van so you can quickly grab stuff. And we use these REI totes. This is like one of my bathroom bags, so I can grab this if I'm ready to head out to the bathroom at a campground or something like that. It just keeps stuff from flying everywhere because you'll quickly realize being in the van is after a couple potholes, you'll end up with things smashing you and hitting you in the face because it'll come flying off of there. And this at least keeps stuff all together. These are considered traction boards, but that's not how we use them. When you're camping off grid, you can do some epic overlandy things like park your van on top of a rock to get level, but sometimes there's not a big rock, or sometimes you're either at a campground or better yet at a festival. We still could use these as emergency traction boards, but honestly, these have been 99% of the time used to level the van. This has 3 sections. I would suggest buying the one with 4 sections. It just gives you that much more room to work with. But we can add these in the front or the back. These work super well. And if you're parked on grass, it's a big enough surface where it doesn't like smash down the grass or create a big indentation. You can see the damage that we get from parking on the rocks, but it makes no difference to how these work, and we would 100% buy these again. For some strange reason, when they build these vans, they put really small tires on for how big and heavy they are. One easy win you can do is to upsize your tires. Not only will you look cooler, but you'll gain an inch plus of ground clearance. When you upgrade your tires, these big tire will no longer fit in the basket where the spare tire fits on these Sprinters unless you do some modification. The easiest thing to do is to get a rear tire carrier. Not only does it give you a spot to put your tire, but sometimes if you are out on the trail and for whatever reason you didn't have the ground clearance here to even access this tire under there, being able to access it up here just makes life a lot easier. Another added bonus, which everybody should have, is a rear tire bag, and that it just attaches to this tire here and gives you a spot for firewood and trash.
Those last upgrades should work for just about everybody, but these next ones, they held up for us, but it really depends on how you travel. This one's all about power management, especially if you cook with induction. That's where the butane propane stove comes into play. This is going to make the difference between staying 2 days or being able to stay for a week. Because if you're just cooking with induction, that's going to drain your battery quickly. We ended up going with a dual fuel stove because when we originally had just our butane stove, we learned the hard way that it does not like the cold. So that's why we have the dual purpose one, propane and butane.
If you're going to run propane, we suggest keeping your propane not inside the van and getting some kind of external carrier. This worked out really well for us. It attaches to this B2 carrier that goes onto the monster box. That also gives us the opportunity to run like a little fire pit like this. And I'd say a third of the year we're not able to have wood fires, and we like to have fires, well, at least I do, Kelly, not so much. In burn ban season, you can usually still run a propane fire because you can immediately turn them off. If you have a big enough battery system and are gonna cook only on induction, you can go ahead and safely skip that stove or the extra propane tank. If you haven't tried it, airing down on dirt roads is amazing. And it really is a night and day difference. It's what you can't even describe it to people, you just gotta feel it. We ended up adding onboard air to the van, and it has made a huge difference. Originally, we started with our air compressor that was completely portable. Worked well, but what we discovered super quickly is after you pump up a couple tires, that thing is like 2,000 degrees. And then when you go to put it back in the van, it feels like everything's gonna catch on fire. We also added air valves to the front and the back, so it makes it super easy to air up. This whole system was really DIY friendly. Pretty much anybody can do it, but it's only gonna make sense if you're gonna air down quite a bit.
These Baja Lights really solve the problem of not being able to see at night. We were headed to the beach one night and it got dark. Unfortunately, we didn't have these yet, and we could not see anything, let alone a campsite. These are amazingly bright, especially if you're off-road in the middle of nowhere. Unfortunately, since these are so bright, they are not street legal. We didn't have these for the first year and you could totally get by without them, but turning a dark forest road into daylight is amazing.
These traction boards are kind of in a unique territory of their own. It's one of those things that you just don't need all the time, but that one time you need them, you're gonna be really glad you had them. Ours are bright orange, they're mounted way up on top of the van, but if you're not headed off-road or into any sandy conditions, these are definitely something you can skip. A quick side note, this side ladder gives you the ability to grab the traction boards over here, and you can also stand on that rear tire to go reach that side, so they're actually pretty easy to get to.
A lot of these mods, we lived with the van, found something annoying, and decided it was worth the money to fix. There are a lot of cool mods out there, but we highly recommend spending some time in your van, find out what really sets you off, and then go fix that problem.
After watching the van market for a while, what we've discovered is these van mods do not add extra resale value to your van. See if you can find a van that maybe has a bunch of mods already done on it, and you probably can find some pretty sweet deals.
If you want more details about the things that we talked about, I'll put links down in the description. If you want to see more van mods, go watch this video next. You can find us at exploretrekadventure.com, and we'll see you next time.